So hello everybody, welcome back. I wanted to talk to you about the cost of food and all the other things because this is a topic that I haven't discussed a lot. Um, but I have been doing exchange in the comment section with certain people, and I also have been talking to other people from other countries that seem to think that things are getting better in terms of food and access to food and all of these things. And so this video is to clarify all those situations. So I am sarcastic, by nature. And so this video, is not meant to make fun of the situations per se, but it's just that this is like a coping mechanism for dealing with hard times. Because if you cannot make fun of life, life will make fun of you. That is a saying that a lot of people have. But I like to think that life is already kind of serious, and it's too serious to think about it seriously. So this is the best way that I can do that. Now, grab your coffee and your notebook because you might need to write down a lot of numbers and a lot of details about food and money. And if you wanted to share a coffee with me, meaning, you can do that through a webpage called Buy Me a Coffee. Links for that down below. I also have several books on Gumroad if you wanted to take a look at those. And anyway, I do remind you that this is a reproduction list or playlist, so you might want to watch it from the beginning because food is never about actual food. Really, that one is seriously. And anyway, now, so number one, war cooking. Yes, that one is a thing. If you do not do war cooking, I don't want to say that you will be broke, certainly, because there will be people that, will manage. But the chances of you managing, slow, very slow. No. You really, really want to get, into war cooking. So let me explain this so that you can try to understand. I don't do war cooking. By the way, I don't. And that is why I'm not allowed to cook. And that is why I can't share your recipes or anything with you because I will probably make you broke. No. And I'm going to tell you why. There are several ways in which you can serve food in the table. And one of them is war, and the other one is normal. Or, normal. Or spoiled, whatever you want to call it. So, if I am in my house, and I'm going to talk to you like before I had my daughter, when I was living with my boyfriend at the time. So here is me cooking. I, make breakfast, and I want to eat, olives and eggs and a lot of other things in breakfast, like regular people. People will eat like eggs and bread and, all those things. Yeah, so here is your normal situation, okay? I want you to please close your eyes. If you're driving or something like that, please don't. But if not, then, you just breathe and think, how do you eat breakfast in the morning? So, you take the butter, you take the bread, you take jam, you take, in my case, I told you I'm a maniac about eating. And I have a thing that most of my friends ask. What exactly do you do with food that doesn't seem to affect you because you never get fat? Yeah, I know. So let me explain. This is me, regular situation. I get a box from my mom every other week with food because here's the deal: I was living in a city that does not have food. Let me explain. My city right now, the one that I'm in right now with my mom, where my house is an industrial city. So in an industrial city, you will get access to food more than the capital city, more than any other cities that you can think of. You will get food. Very likely you will have, the chances of you having shortages are, let's say that there are 10 shortages around your country, you're probably going to get one. All the other cities are probably going to get, 7 or 8 or whatever. So I was in a city in which shortages are 7 out of 10. So if I want to get olives, or if I want to get, diapers or whatever, yeah, I'm not getting that. I'm just not. So my mom had to go and, she went to a delivery guy, a delivery company from Bosses, because there will be 3 choices of how you handle deliveries. I will talk about that in a video if you want me to later. So, my mom went to the Boss company, and then she, there was not supposed to be sending food or anything like that, because it was kind of like being a big deal, because people were sending stuff that, oh my God, they smelled bad, the garlic and olive with garlic and stuff, and you have no idea how bad the smell of food is when you're sending it, through Bosses and stuff. But my mom, being my mom, my mom and me, we are not shy about a lot of things, but we are shy about the things that most people are like, what? Yeah, seriously? Yeah. So my mom went to the Boss company, and she, somebody said to her, someone about a name, and then she barked into the place and said, hey, I know the supervisor. It's this name and this and this and this and that. And then the guy was sort of like, yeah, look, lady, I don't know you. But, and I certainly know that you're lying. And then my mom is like, what? You cannot know that I'm lying, whatever. Yeah, it turns out that my mom got the name for the supervisor and all of these things. And then she got, because she was there because of a connection and stuff like that. And it was a messed up. And then it turns out that she was using the name for the guy. And the guy who took care of my mom was actually the guy that she was talking about. So basically she was sort of like, you have to take care of me because your supervisor is going to do this and this and this and that. And then the guy was like, yeah, I'm that guy. And I don't know you. So, oh crap, but my mom was so funny, and then she was so like begging and all of these things about sending food to me because, she was like, my daughter is a teacher. Do you know how hard it is to be a freaking teacher? Teachers do not get money. The teachers are always hungry. Teachers, oh God. And, as soon as she said that I'm a teacher, of course, everybody is sort of like, oh, sorry, So the guy started laughing the hell out of my mom. And then, he agreed to send me a box every other week. Because I'm a teacher and because my mom was such a mess and everything. He was so in love with my mom in the sense that my mom will do anything to try to help me out. And, because I'm a maniac about eating. Oh, crap, you have no idea. All of my friends know this. I am a maniac about eating. And I have such a big issue about eating. I go, no, oh, crap, So my mom knew that I was suffering. And then also, I did not have enough money to pay my food. Quite frankly, the money that I was making was enough to pay, my rent the rent for the room that I was in, and not even an apartment. It was just a room. So, so yeah, there was no way that I could afford food. Let alone the food that I want to eat. So it was a big issue. So anyway, you will find yourself dealing with the first obstacle that you will have, which is helping your family getting food when there is shortages. Like your sister will call you and say, "Hey, I can't find baby formula for my baby. My baby's going to die of starvation and I can't." Yeah, and then you have the entire family running like crazy. And then the second problem that you will have is, how the hell am I supposed to send you this? Because they will put a lot of restrictions into shipping anything. Really, seriously. People will put a lot of restrictions because people do not know how to pack. Number one. Number two, people will send the most weird things through the shipping companies. And number three, shipping becomes more and more expensive and less available, and there will be less drivers, and then there will be fuel shortages, and there will be so much mess, and then you're like, I have baby formula, but how can I get it to you? So, oh my God, you will find yourself using whatever means necessary to try to get the freaking food to the person that you love, which is what exactly my mom had to do. So she played the real card, which is, my daughter is a teacher and she makes zero money and she's going to die of starvation because the money that she's making is not enough to even pay her freaking rent. So either you let me, send the freaking food to her or she dies, kind of thing, Yeah. So, okay, again, it's a dramatic situation, but yeah, like I told you, all of my family, drama. And when you're dealing with this situation, drama. Because when you have when you need to send diapers and baby formula and things that are quite important because the person that is getting them, their life might actually depend on it, like medicines and stuff. Oh my God, that is so freaking insane. So that is the first thing. Anyway, so once every other week, or sometimes every 3 weeks, I will have to get 2 buses. So I need cash to go and get the 2 buses, and then I will need to go to the company and then retrieve the box, and then tip the person that is handling the box, and then I will come home with the box. At this point, my boyfriend is the one that is carrying the box because, I'm not going to carry that thing. It's kind of heavy. It's like 10 kilos. Most of the times it's between 8 to 10 kilos. And then, I open the box. And, of course, this food, some of it will... and this is a funny part. My mom buys a lot of things that are war cooking. I don't. I open that and then I go, yeah. So my mom keeps sending a lot of things that I am sort of like, I don't know how to cook this. I don't know. What am I supposed to do with this? Or what? She thinks that I'm seriously going to eat only one of that thing? That is just me sitting and I already ate it and then I'm like, I'm still hungry. Yeah, so second part of the drama. You will probably send things that the person does not need or the person does not like, or you send the wrong amount. And you might have, issues. So in my case, since I have an aunt that is living in the same city that I am in right now, I'm sharing all of the food or the things that I do not know what to do with. I am giving it to her, or I'm sharing with her. So for example, my mom will send me powder milk like every month, and then I'm like, powder milk. This is something that I will consume maybe one package in every 6 months or something. But my mom is sending it every month. But my aunt, on the other hand, she consumes one package every week. So, yeah, so I went to my aunt and then we were kind of trading and stuff. Coffee. No, I'm not a coffee person. Okay, my mom will tell you otherwise because she has made me addicted to the freaking coffee. But me? Oh no, I am addicted to freaking tea. So, my mom will send me coffee, and then I'm like, coffee again? Ugh. I'm going to give it to my aunt. So, my aunt is like, what? This little coffee? Why would you send you only, 1 pound of coffee? I need like 3 pounds. Yeah. So, drama. Again, this is how the situation with the food will go. You send whatever, the other person might need to, give out other people. So, for example, when my mom is sending the same box, she will send it to my aunt that is in another entire city in the countryside, not the one that I'm living in. Yeah, that my aunt goes, oh, everything is so delicious. Oh, by the way, I had to give my neighbor, my this, my friend, my this, my this, my that. Send me more. And then my mom is like, what? I can only send you this once every other month. Oh, no. You gotta send me every month. No. I can't. Yes, you can. No, you can. No. Yeah. I'm sorry. You have to deal with this because I'm only going to send you once every other month because I can't go and do, make all the freaking lines and then do all of these things because my daughter is not here to get into the, into the freaking lines and then find the neighbors and all of these things, I buy things just because I am there and I have the opportunity and that's it. I don't chase things. I'm not Mariel. I'm not chasing things. I just go, and if I find them, fine. If I don't find it, then I'm not going, Because there will be people that are sort of like that. They have the opportunity to get everything, but they just won't because they don't deal very well with drama or with chasing things or we're bending and then trying to get the other things and asking the people in the supermarket, hey, where did you eat this thing? Or hey, where is that thing? Or whatever, No, there are people that just, no. So my mom is one of those people that goes, nope, I'm not bending, nope. Oh my God, Mariel, you are bending to try to get that thing? Oh my God, I don't know you. I swear to God, I don't know you. Is that your dog? No. Oh crap. You're embarrassing me. Yeah, kind of like that. So, again, you will have drama when you're doing the shopping because people, there will be people that will be ashamed of you trying to find things that are hidden or looking around for a particular guy or girl that you met last week and then you tip them or bribe them or something so that they could, save you something that you were expecting or whatever. I mean, there will be people that will be willing to do that, like me, but there will be people that are like, nope, didn't get it? Okay, I'm leaving. Period. Zero drama. So my mom is zero drama. Me? Oh no. On the other hand, my mom deals with dramas that I swear to God I will not do. I'm like, oh no, hell no, I'm too shy, I'm leaving. But my mom goes, oh no, I'm getting there and I'm getting it. Oh my God. So yeah, we complement each other like perfectly because whatever I don't do, my mom does, and whatever she doesn't do, I do. So we being separated, it affected my family in terms of trying to get the freaking food because my mom will refuse you to, bend or try to bribe someone or get stuff that was hidden and ask around and then get, oh no. No. And dealing with the drama with the neighbors and all of that, no. My mom is like, nope. So, the whole situation will depend upon your personality and it will depend upon your place. So, you will have fights because if you have someone that lives in the countryside and they can get things that you cannot, you might be like, you're my sister and you're in the countryside, you can get that, so why don't you get it? And then the person might be like, yeah, that's because I can get it, but how am I going to send it to you? Maybe getting something is one thing, and then sending it is another freaking drama, and no one wants to deal with that. Because you will have to, fight or oh my God, it's insane. It's not like you can just get stuff place it in a box, and then send it. I mean, some people will, but if you do it like that, yeah, you are definitely going to be more than broke in less than, let's say, 2 shippings. So, the whole situation is because you need to know, the weight, and you need to make friends with the person that is there, and, it is a lot of things that are involved so that you can save a little bit of money, and so that you can do this more frequently than other people, because otherwise you will be overspending. And not only you will be overspending, but the person that you are dealing with, if they know that you are overspending and you're paying with their money, they will be pissed at you because you didn't check the tables for how much money it was. And then they will be like, yeah, the whole situation with the shipping is a drama thing. Especially when you're handling somebody else's money. So no, not a lot of people will be willing to do that one. So anyway, so back to me. My boyfriend gets the box, and then we opened it. And then my boyfriend goes sort of like, okay, so what are you cooking? And then I'm like, okay, I am doing breakfast. So I do the arepa thing, which is a thing for Venezuela, right? So I do the arepas, but then I go, okay, I want eggs, and then I want olives, and then I want a salad, and then I want juice, and then I want tea, and then I want this, and then I want the soup, and then I'm also I'm thinking dessert. What are we going to eat for dessert and stuff? So let's go to the jam, but we don't have the yeah. So here's the deal: the jam is brand new, right? A package of jam, the jar, but seems if today I wanted to eat jam. Yeah, I just took the knife and I went, whoop, half of the jam will be gone because I'm eating it in my, everything. And then I'm like, right. So here is you regularly eating. And in fact, this was even shared on Twitter by several of real people that were sort of like in the same drama thing, but with their kids, because their kids are like me. They are teens. And the mothers, especially, people who are 50 or more, they know how to do work cooking. So they go, you are going to, no. And then even on Twitter, they were like, today my daughter was with the knife taking the jam, and then she realized that she was going to eat half of the freaking jam in one sitting. So she looked at me like, what the hell are you doing? So she just stopped. She had to put the knife down, and she said, Mom, please put the jam into my bread, because I know that you will use the proper amount. Because if you let me, I will eat half of the jar or the entire jar, and then we will be without jam for God knows how long. So I'm going to try to repeat this in case that you didn't get it. When I'm alone, if I want to eat breakfast and I want to eat half of the package of olives, I will eat it. And I don't care. And I just can't help it. If I want to eat the freaking olives, I'm going to eat the freaking olives. I'm not going to stop and say, okay, I have a craving for olives, so I'm going to take one, and then I'm going to, cut it and put it here or whatever. No. I'm going to be like the little girl, from that tweet. I'm going to be like, yeah, except for the fact that I'm not going to tell my mom. My mom is the one that will be like, you are not eating half of the freaking bottle of jam. What the hell do you think you're doing? You are not eating half of that thing. You only need one. Take the knife, use a little bit, spread it. You only need one hint so that you can have the flavor. Yeah. Again, Work cooking. Work cooking will be your mom serving you the slice of bread with the proper amount of jam, because if you take the jam yourself, you're going to take half of the package and then you won't care. And then you will run out of the jam that day. So you will have to go shop again for jam. And here's the deal. No money for jam. There is no money for jam because you already spent the money that you were supposed to be spending for food for this week and you ate it. You know, that package of jam was supposed to last you at least 2 weeks and you ate it in 2 sittings, as in 2 days in your breakfast. Yeah. That is the whole drama about how you're going to handle food. Work cooking versus you not doing work cooking, you doing normal cooking, normal eating. And here's the deal how it will handle you versus your friends. Because this one is also the same thing. Let's say that you have your friend for you invite your friend for sharing a sandwich with you in the morning. So, or in the afternoon, you say something like, "Oh, let's go to my house and I'll get you coffee and let's just eat a sandwich." Okay. So, the regular situation will be, you take the drink, as in the big jar, filled with drink, right? It's like 2 liters or 2 liters or something. You put it on the table so that you can pour into the glasses, right? Right. So here is what will happen. If you leave the jar into the table, your friends will take the jar and they will drink the 2 liters of that thing in one sitting. That happens with my neighbors, my friends, and every time that my mom does that in the kitchen, which is why she gets pissed every time that I forget to take the jar, pour it into each glass, and then put it back into the refrigerator. Because if you leave it on the table, those 2 liters of drinks, of juice, or whatever it is, will be gone in one sitting. And it's supposed to last you the whole day. It's supposed to be for lunch and dinner, or breakfast and lunch. It's not supposed to be sitting for one sitting, because after you're done, drinking all of that, the person might be like, "Do you have any more coffee or any more drinks?" And then you will have to pour more drinks, and the drinks are also quite expensive, especially if they are Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or something like that. Because if you pour it like that, each glass contains half a liter. So that means basically, 1.5 liters will give you 3 glasses. And one person can drink, quite frankly, I do not know how people do that, because I do not drink Coke or anything like that. I do not like it. I think it's too sweet or whatever. But there are people that will sit down and will drink 2 and sometimes 3 glasses of that thing. That means 1 bottle entirely for one person. And if you take a look at how much drinks cost, that is, if you have 5 people, and then you need 3 or 4 of those drinks for everyone, you just spend nearly $10 on drinks, on lunch. And that is not including, whatever you ate. And if you pour the sugar, like the sugar container, oh my God, people will pour 2, 3, 4 cups, like 4 spoons of sugar into their coffee. Some people will be decent and will say, "No, 2 is enough." Nope, that's also not going to cut it, because if you put the sugar container, let's say that you can place 20 cups, 20 spoons, 20 spoons of the sugar container. So if you have people that are, taking 3 or 4 per person, let's say that you have 5 people, you already empty the sugar container in 2 sittings, maybe 3 sittings. That sugar container should last you at least 1 week. And I do mean at least 1 week. And you emptied it in 3 sittings. So no, you are not allowed to use a sugar container. Whoever is doing the work cooking will be like, I'm sorry, I'm going to, do you like it? I'm going to put a little bit of sugar into this thing. Are you diabetic or something? No? Okay, then I'm pouring 1 spoon of sugar into the whole drink for everybody. And then everybody can drink from that. And then, we save the rest or whatever. So one spoon that is like medium size for everybody. Not for small individuals. Because you are going to overspend in the sugar. And sugar is one of those 10 items that will just disappear and you never know when you're going to get it. And it is expensive and it is hard to get. And sometimes you can spend 4 months without getting any kind of sugar at all in any kind of supermarkets. And so and sugar is one of those things that everybody will trade. That is how bad sugar is. So so you can imagine. Coffee, sugar, oil, butter. Those things are just, the things that you're going to probably be trading the most in terms of food. So no. So I do normal cooking and normal eating. So if I want to, if I have friends coming over, I will place the sugar container and I will let everybody decide. And then my mom goes, the sugar container that was supposed to last an entire week is half. What the? Yeah. I have friends and they ate it all. I thought, yeah. So you will be fighting because of that. So the best thing is to ask people, hey, do you want it with a little bit of sweet? You do it yourself, and then you give it. You don't let people take whatever they want because they will overuse. And then people will be fighting with you. And if they don't fight with you, they will just never, ever let you go back into their kitchen again. They will be kind of like, so can we go to your house? No, I'm sorry. My mom already hates the idea of anyone coming here. Or you will come up with excuses or whatever. Because, how do you say no? Because you were kind, as in, me? My mom will be kind of like, you are not conscious on the fact that I'm strict about what I'm buying. It's not like I don't want to share. It's just that I have a budget. This is supposed to last me 10 days. This is supposed to last me 1 week. This is supposed to last me this much. And this is, there are people that have that ability in their heads. They go kind of like, okay, so tomorrow I gotta go to buy the oil because I have enough oil for today and tomorrow. Me? No. If I want to eat all the olives right now, I will eat them. All of them. And I don't care. Which is a big thing. I am learning to not be like that, but quite frankly, it's a very big step for a lot of people. And most people will just not have the ability to do this. To be like that kid on the tweet that says, Mom, seriously, I'm going to eat all of the jam if you do not take it away from me. So you handle it. Most people will not have that kind of self-control. And when your kid tells you something like that, it breaks your heart. Because you know how much you want to eat something, and you are you are pulling yourself together so that you don't do this, because you know that you have to keep things, for everybody, because you want to be fair for everybody, but at the same time you're sort of like, nope, I just want, yeah. So you will have issues if you do not know how to do work cooking, and if you don't have that self-control, and if you don't learn how to handle this one. Because if you wanted to buy one jam, and jams cost about $5, let's say that the cheapest ones is $3. $3 each package of jam. If you are going to eat that, once a month, that is $3. But if you're going to eat it in every sitting, and you have 5 sittings, that is $15. You just went from $3 to $15. And try to imagine that multiplied by, I don't know, let's say, 20 things. So 20 things times, $10 more, that is $200 more. $200 more. Because you overate the jam, you overate the olives, you overate the eggs, you overate whatever. If you overeat, just because you want to eat like that, you will be spending between $200 and $250 more than whoever is doing work cooking. Which is why my mom told me, no way you are going into the kitchen, because not only will you eat everything, but then I will have your daughter also following your lead, which means that I will be spending $300 more. And no, we can't afford to spend $300 more on food just because you want to eat jams and olives and things like that. And then your daughter will also eat all of that. And then how, if I have a very hard time fighting you, who are an adult, how am I supposed to say no to your daughter? She's a kid. Of course, I'm not going to be able to say no. So I'm not allowed into the kitchen, and I'm not allowed to do anything, because if I set the example and then my daughter follows my example, yeah. And then she likes things that are more expensive, like a special cheese or a special hams. Oh my God, when we were a resident, I used to have rented rooms, and the packages of ham, ham, just like ham and cheese and ham and the other thing, ham. My God, the package of ham was $5. And that package, most people, like 99% of people, before hard times, they will eat that in one sitting. That is $5 that you ate in one sitting. And most of the times, you will need one package for each person. So if you have 5 people in the table and they are all eating that ham only costed you $25. And that is just ham. That is not even the eggs and the cheese and everything else. So basically, if you do something like that, like regular eating, yeah, that breakfast with ham just costed you $100 for 5 people. $100 for 5 people. One breakfast. Which is why work cooking, my mom will be like, that ham, we are taking this one, we are slicing them, we are putting it into rations, we are freezing this part, we are taking this one like this and that, and that ham will last 1 week. My daughter? Oh no. That one is my daughter loves eating ham. I like eating olives and other things. My daughter loves eating ham. So whenever there is ham, my daughter goes, mama. And then my mom goes, give it to her. And then my mom goes, yeah, $3. I need to buy one more tomorrow. So, you know. So the point is that small expenses like $3 on a daily basis, if you calculate $3, every day for 1 month, that is $90 just on ham for my daughter, if she was allowed to eat that thing. So, no. So this means that when my daughter is, doing the organizational thing when we come back from the supermarket, there are certain things that I take out of the shopping cart very fast without her knowing. And there are things that my mom will take out and she said, you are not looking at that. No, I am hiding that thing. You are not touching that thing. Because then I look at my mom, Mom, no, that's not food. No, you're not. And then I go, but no, I am managing that. You are not eating that in one sitting. But you are not eating that in one sitting. And then when my daughter looks at me and she said, I want some too. Oh. And then my mom goes, oh my God, I have a couple of babies. And then I'm like, right. Oh crap. So, it's hard. It's hard. Which is why, most women that still have their husbands will go, honey, what? Get another job because your kids just ate all the food that was supposed to last 1 week. But because, by the way, your husband will be kind of like, I'm working and this is all my money and I'm buying everything. So if I want to eat, this, I am eating that. And then the wife goes, right, so you just ate, yeah, that beer and this and this and this and that, that's $15 today. If you want to do that every day, try to do the math. $15 every day that you're overspending in food, multiply that, twice a week, that is $30. If you multiply those $30 4 times a week, that is $120 that you just overspent because your husband has cravings. And then you don't know what to tell him because he's the one who is working. So what do? This is also why I told you food is going to be beyond food. Food is not about food. Food is about the drama. Oh, and if you have, and if in your house somebody has cravings and then, they eat something that is craving, like me with the olives or my daughter with the ham or whatever, somebody else comes, like visiting or whatever, and they go, what? You are allowing her to eat that? Then they go kind of like, yeah, you're rich or something like that. And then all kinds of other dramas will happen behind your back. Because people wonder, why, if she's having so many troubles with food or with money, why is she allowing her daughter eat ham? I mean, I don't eat ham. And nobody in my house will eat ham. That is $3. I mean, what? Is she rich or something? I can't believe that then she will complain that she doesn't, that she has money problems or whatever. Of course she has money problems. Because why would she be eating ham? Yeah. So other people that have nothing to do with you will criticize you for your cravings or your things or your taste or your preferences or the way that you cook. And stuff like that. So yeah, food is not what you think. And it is going to be a drama. Getting the food is going to be a drama. Sending the food to your family or friends is going to be a drama, especially with the packages and the new regulations and the cost. And so, whoever is near the industrial cities will be handling the end of one short deal. And all the other people will be the ones who are going to have to pay money to try to get that thing or whatever. And they are the ones who will have to understand how to do packaging and a lot of other things. And they will have to figure out which way is cheaper, why not, and how to do the packing and stuff like that, because money is going to be very short for everybody. And if you are, spending $20 on a shipment when you should have spent 10 if you would have known what you were doing, that means you just spent $10 that, is $10. And that is because, I told you the salary of people used to be $4 up until recently. Now it's 25 for the people who are retired and stuff like that. It's not even 25, by the way. And for people who are teachers and others, it's not even $70. It's not even $70. I'm going to say that again. The salary of regular people is not going to even be $70. Most of the times the salary is going to be between $40 and $50. Regular salary. And if you're a teacher, you might be making between 50, so, between 40, 50, and sometimes between, 60 up to 70. If you have many years and you have a special position or whatever, you might be making kind of like that money. So, like I said, $70, and if you're going to overspend 10 because somebody, screwed up and they send you 200 grams more of something that they should not have sent, $10 is $10. And so the whole situation about sending the food, all those things, I have told I wanted to do a video about that series thing, but I haven't been able to do it because, quite frankly, I'm going through a lot lately. Because I'm going. I'm remodeling my mental house. Is the best way to put it. And so, no idea how long the remodelation will work, or will be, or whatever. Point being that I have a lot in my mind, in my plate, in front of my mind, and I don't do simple, so you can imagine how things are in my head. So I can't do a lot. But I am trying to do, whatever people are trying to get, in the comments. And I have told you that, if the video gets, sort of certain amount of views, then I'm going to try to continue that one. And if I get comments like, please continue this particular series, I'm going to try to continue that particular series. But because, otherwise I will just probably very likely forget or just don't do it, because I have more than 50 reproduction lists. So you can imagine, I have a lot of information and I never do anything by script. So sometimes I just forget. So I do this, I play this by ear, sort of like a speak. And so, the whole situation, in terms of you handling drama, for family and friends, it is going to play a role. How much drama can you handle? And what kind of drama are you good handling? Because I told you that there are people that will be good handling dramas like awkward situations. They are masters. Others are very good, talking to other people. Others are very good at, whatever you're very good at. And if not, you will find out during hard times what you're made of. Really, you will find out one way or another, which will make this job, interesting. This journey without hard times and without drama and without all the weird things that happen it will not be an adventure, and it will not be interesting. If you already know everything, then it's kind of like, I don't know how to put it. You will never find out what you're made of unless you understand your relationship with other people. And one way in which you will do that is through money. The other way will be through food, and the other way will be, through fuel and transportation. So 3 major areas that will test your relationships with people. So food, never about food.